We are going live to Uruguay, Montevideo, the capital, as the funeral procession for former President José Pepe Mujica has begun in the capital. We are getting live images from the Uruguayan capital as the funeral procession is on the way. A procession that began at 9 a.m. local time, Uruguay, with the President José putting the flag on the casket of the former President José Pepe Mujica. The procession began from the Independence Square, that's from where the activity, this funeral procession began, and it will go down the July 18th Avenue, then followed by Fernando Crespo, Calle Cerro Largo, to make a first stop. There are going to be 3 stops before arriving to the final destination. The first stop is going to be at the venue of the National Liberation Movement Tupamaros, to which Pepe Mujica was part of during the 60s when he took part in the guerrilla warfare against the civil dictatorship that existed back then in the country. That's how he began his development in terms of policies and in the struggle for the emancipation of its people and to eliminate oppression, to bring a society that he, together with others, envisioned a fairer society. So this is the first stop to which where the funeral procession is currently heading. We are seeing the live images on the screen. The casket of Pepe Mujica is being escorted by the people who have come out to the streets to bid farewell to who has been described as one of the greatest Uruguayans to ever walk the land. Then, following from this venue of the Tupamaros, it will continue to the headquarters of the Broad Front, the large left coalition that is currently in power in the country and to which also Pepe Mujica was part of during his political life, that began after being released from prison following that struggle against the dictatorship, and he was part of it, and also during the 2010-2015 term when he was president, continued to working. When he stepped down, when he finished his term, he even said that he was never going to retire because he was going to be always working for the people that he loved, for his Uruguayan people, to his very last breath. And so it was. Then from the Broad Front, the procession will continue to the headquarters, of the Movement of Popular Participation, an organization that was created also in the framework of bringing together different movements and different alliances for the protection and to fight for the social justice. And finally, it will arrive to the Legislative Palace. This is where the funeral procession will end, at the Legislative Palace. That's where the wake is going to be held for a period of 36 hours, going to be open for the public, that anyone who wants to go there and bid a final farewell to the former president is going to be able to. The wake is going to be held, the official wake is going to be held in the Hall of the Lost Steps, Pasos Perdidos, as is named in Spanish. And we have had confirmation of the authorities that were reporting yesterday that several international leaders, international figures are also going to come in the following hours, in the coming days, to take part in the funeral of this great Latin American leader. That's the plan that is established for the funeral procession that, as we were reporting, began at 9 a.m. local time, with President José laying the Uruguayan flag on the casket as it is currently touring the streets of the Uruguayan capital, going through these different locations that were important during his life from the very early stages in his political life, in his struggle for social justice, to ending in the Legislative Palace. These are live images we're getting, and we're seeing the casket being escorted by 6 horses and different authorities that are around. It's being escorted by the people. We're seeing the people are doing a human chain protecting the area, and in the back there are lots of people that are walking behind, following their former president to his last resting place. Although in this occasion it's to the place where it's going to be the wake first, and then the funeral is going to be held. He's going to be buried as he had requested. Previously, he's going to be buried next to his dog, which was also very important in his life. Right now, we have had reactions coming from all over the world, from different Latin American leaders expressing their condolences and their solidarity with the Uruguayan people and with, of course, Pepe Mujica's wife, Lucia, and all their families and loved ones. People from all over, President of Venezuela, Nicolás Maduro, Cuba, Díaz-Canel, Bolivia, Luis Arce, Brazil, Lula Silva, Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum. People have expressed and reacted to the loss of this great leader who was known as the humblest or the most humble head of state due to his lifestyle. We must remember that he donated over 90%, close to 90% of his monthly salary while he was president to charity to help the people, the poor people of Uruguay, and to help small entrepreneurs to develop and bring more development in the economy of the country. So this is what is happening right now on the Uruguayan capital, the funeral procession of Pepe Mujica, as the people have come, as we're seeing in the images, to bid farewell to who has been described as one of the greatest Uruguayans that have lived in the country and have worked and struggled alongside these people for the well-being and to create a fair world, a fair Uruguayan society. We'll have more information coming in news briefs.